This new episode of Maino's podcast is gonna make Akademiks crash out on Maino. Before the video even gets started, I wanna put y'all onto the best money play right now on the internet called Free Cash. These folks is literally paying you to play video games, bro. Like little mini games like this, you hop on your phone, you play them, and you get paid to play it, bro. It's 100% trackable, transparent. You see exactly how much you're making as you play it. If somebody is willing to pay you to play video games, you probably wanna play it because you don't know how long it's gonna last. Scan my QR code or click the link in my description to download the app and get started. Maino and Akademiks beef has been quiet for a while until Maino just finally woke it up during this podcast episode. So they were answering a question from a fan about whether or not you have to work really hard in a new field or if influence is enough or do influence help them, transfer over to this new field of podcasting they're in. Maino took the opportunity to throw shots at Akademiks and other influencers on YouTube.
Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
What's up, Spears?
Do you have to earn respect in starting a new career, or is influence enough? How y'all feel?
I mean, it's a bunch of hoe ass niggas on YouTube mad at rappers because
what?
they.
What just happened?
What?
What just happened?
What happened with what?
We were having a civilized conversation, bro.
What?
Where we just went to?
I'm saying it's a bunch of hoe ass niggas on YouTube crying about rappers and artists doing podcasts and angry about that. And I'm just like, it don't matter. We can do whatever we want to do. I'm never complaining about what another man do with his time and his effort.
He's talking about Akademiks, obviously, but you could also kind of see the sigh from his co-host, and they're kind of sick and tired of Maino dragging them into beef because they understand the consequences that's going to come from calling out act like this. Now, obviously, he's talking about act because Akademiks is the one who kind of told them that they're hustling on his block now. They're, on his block. They're, in his arena now. So they got to be a little bit more respectful. The problem here, because I don't know a YouTuber that's upset that rappers are now podcasting or doing streaming. I think the problem is that a lot of these rappers, for the longest, were calling media people weirdos. We're calling the YouTubers weirdos, calling us suckers, calling us names, not respecting what we do. Then once they found out that money could be made from doing this and rap was slowing up, they now hopped into the lane of what they was calling corny, right? Calling us lame and weirdos for doing it. But if that's not bad enough, once you hop in the space that you once called corny, they're still calling us corny as they're doing the very thing they're calling us corny for doing. So that's the problem, right? Y'all come into this space and y'all act like y'all too cool for school when y'all are not. Like y'all doing the exact same thing Akademiks is doing. I don't see a difference between what Maino is doing and what Ak is doing. It's the exact same thing.
Right. I mean, from reading the question, I would say influence works in a lot of ways. It could propel you to the top of anything if you have the right influence. And then on the flip side, sometimes you got to put your work in to get that respect you need to excel in whatever line of work you in. But things have changed. Before in the music, you had to pay your dues. That was putting your work in. And now it's not so much.
In music?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Oh,
music.
right, music.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of trying to go off like the same.
No, but
thing.
I'm saying hoe ass niggas has got a problem with artists and rappers doing podcasting, is what I'm saying. Like they have a problem with that as if it's a problem. And I don't understand what the problem is.
Because they feel they created a lane for themselves and they didn't know that we was going to invade that shit.
That ain't got nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
Your lane is your lane. What you eat do not make nobody over here shit.
I understand that.
So, and in life, I feel like you still got to put in work for everything.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter.
Facts.
It doesn't matter what the industry is. You still got to work for yours. You still got to get up every day, do the work. Nobody gonna make things easier for you just because you have a certain level of popularity. You still got to do the work.
A certain level of popularity can make your work easier for you.
You think so?
100%.
Jim Jones tries to pivot with a great question, but Maino just goes right back to talking about Akademiks and other YouTubers who are hating on them. Yo, I don't know not one YouTuber hating on this podcast. They don't hate. Now, they don't respect y'all, but they don't hate y'all. And they don't respect y'all for the same reason that I'm sure, y'all don't respect, let's say, the mumble rappers, right? Yeah, we all work hard, but the level of difficulty is a little different. Like, if you're a Maino, you're a Jim Jones, you're a Fabulous, you're a Dave East, and you start a podcast, and on day one, you got a backer and a funder and somebody funded the entire thing, and they're paying for your employees, they're paying for your editors, they're paying for people to disseminate the information, they're paying for clippers, they're paying for studios, they're paying for everything, and all you got to do is just show up and podcast. That's a little different than, the kid who grew up in an urban city and he only got his computer and himself, and he got to find a way to get internet fame, and he got to grind really, really, really hard to hit 1,000 subscribers, and then grind really, really, really hard to hit 10,000. And then after 2 or 3 years of grinding, he hits 100,000. That kid won't have the same level of respect for you that he will have for his peers, who he know had to grind just as hard as him. He knows his peers went through the same thing as him. That kid, won't have the same level of respect for you guys that they have for their peers, but that's okay, right? That's not hating, right? It's okay, right? And that kid also have a right to say, you know what? I don't like how arrogant you guys are in this space. I don't like how y'all are still in this space, sticking your nose up at everybody, calling people weird in this space, when y'all are doing the same thing as them, and you guys are actually trying to steal their grind and their hustle.
You could be accepted. I feel like you could be accepted quicker based on your popularity or whatever influence you got.
So what we just did in 3 months compared to numerous amounts of people that have been trying to do podcasts, you would think that was just because what? You don't think influence has anything to do with that?
So what? I didn't hear you.
I said what we just did in this podcast in 3 months, and there have been numerous amounts of podcasts can't even complete this type of mission in years. Hey, if that talent ain't putting in
It's
that
not like just sitting up here and going, hey, we on the podcast, watch us. Hey. Watch us, niggas.
Watch
Nobody's
us, niggas.
saying that, right?
They'd watch you just for that.
Right.
For this one? I think they'd watch it.
No, I'm just saying, but nobody's just sitting up here just acting like, it's just a thing just to have a certain level of popularity. And don't get it up. Everybody in this room work for whatever level of popularity they have.
100%.
So no matter what,
It's work.
it's not given.
Right.
Period. Point blank. You not give a fuck about these whole niggas?
How did we get back to the whole?
Oh, all right. I just mad at. I'm just understanding.
Nice
like, just trying to understand.
You was making your point. You was over making your point. I wanted people to hear it. It wasn't about the whole.
Sometimes it is.
All right, let's talk about it. You want to talk about these whole niggas?
No,
that
I'm
seem to
just
be bothering
saying.
you?
The thing is, I'm tired of the whining, the baby, the crying over.
It ain't gonna never stop, man.
You know what? You're right, Mr. David.
That's
You right.
You ain't got no haters. You ain't popping.
Don't let that shit bother you, man.
No, I'm not
haters, you ain't
bothered.
popping.
100%, I'm not bothered.
The funny thing about this podcast is, like, every week the podcast is like, yo, we a podcast, don't talk about people. But every week Maino is talking about somebody new, okay? But let me just show you guys exactly what Maino is upset about, like what Maino is calling hating. Again, I heard what Akademiks said. I don't think Akademiks was hating, but I do believe when Akademiks hear what Maino had to say on this podcast, Ak is crashing out, bro. Ak is bringing the full Henny and crashing out.
All you YouTubers that's been on YouTube before Jim Jones got here should be taking this statement personal. Because the reality of it is, everybody that's in this section, well, they bunched us into this section, well, they bunched them into this section too. And the reality of it is Jim Jones, Fabulous, Maino, and Davies. These form the Temptations. Nights like this, and their numbers is trash. And some of us is on these platforms by ourselves. That motivated other people to come over here. I know I'm the top motivator on this section right here. I created that. And see me, I'm not in competition with nobody. But then you think you gonna come in these YouTube streets? It's amazing how for so many years, bloggers, YouTubers was getting dissed by these rappers. Now y'all coming to the table thinking that y'all running something. Not on my watch. It'll get real in the battlefield before I let y'all come up in here and suppress us.
Now, also, while Maino was beefing with DJ Akademiks last month, Akademiks also echoed the same sentiments. Hey, you rappers turned podcasters are now coming into my lane, which is podcasting and doing YouTube content. Let's not forget that. Here's what he said.
Boy, you couldn't win a rap battle. Don't come over here and think you could win a battle on these microphones where we're talking and we're trading ideas with me. I keep telling you, I'm Jay-Z, Kareem, Wilt, Michael Jordan, and Tom Brady rolled up in one. You can't fuck with me. Come on, stop playing. So let me talk to you real quick. When you talking about, let me hear what you say again.
Nah, it's either you understand or you don't. Period. Point blank. You understand? And when you speak about fashion and when you speak about wearing the day, let me just give you some game.
You can't give me no game.
Oh. Tim's, Air Force.
Hold on. Let me just address that real quick.
Tim's, and when you speak about time, it's either you a lame or you not. It's either you with it or you not. It's either you understand or you don't.
Respectfully, Maino, Jim Jones, y'all can't give me no game. Let me tell y'all the goddamn truth. Let me just break it down. And y'all could print this, put this everywhere. Y'all went from being lobby boys to the pod boys. Y'all was hustling on the block of being in the streets. Then y'all was hustling with the microphones and being rappers. Y'all over here trying to hustle on my block, the block that I built. The shit y'all doing, I helped build. Remember that. So y'all can't talk about lame because I never came to y'all block. I ain't come to y'all block like, I can't get no money. So listen, could I sell a brick over here? I can't, my shit's slow over there. Could I start rapping? No, rap slowed up. Nobody listening to y'all. Facts. Right? Y'all couldn't clearly get nothing in, well, I don't want to encourage nobody to get nothing in the streets. Y'all on my block. My block is a podcast broadcasting block. You on my block. I can't be lame. The lane of the block you're with. Ask about it. While you're sitting there, I helped create this shit. I'm the reason, one of the reasons radio is dead. I did that. The lame did that. So if I created the block you coming to hustle on, boy, you can't tell me a thing. What you talking about? Y'all went from lobby boys to pod boys. It's not happening. What are you talking about? I've been getting money here for 15 years. Factuals. Y'all block slowed up. Y'all hustle slowed up. Y'all shit got shut down. Oh, let's move around. Let's get over to where Ak got going on.
I think all Ak is asking for, to be honest, is a little bit of respect in a space that he kind of helped trailblaze. I mean, Akademiks was one of the first doing hip-hop media news on YouTube. So, yeah, man, I think people like Akademiks, Combat Jack, Joe Budden, Chris Morrow, even Charlemagne, I think they deserve respect, especially with the podcast, YouTube media space, But y'all let me know in the comment section, man. All right, like, what do y'all think, man? Do y'all think it was wise for Maino to try to re-agitate this beef for Akademiks? Because Ak is gonna see this. Ak about to hop back on stream, crash out, then it's probably a whole nother thing again, and it's just not worth it, bruh. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, then click on this video right here to find out how the LA gang member who shot at 4 Extra is finally coming back for revenge. I document everything in this video right here. And if you enjoy my videos, then send me a hype to this video. Sending hypes is how you help out your favorite YouTuber and push our videos in the algorithm. So if you don't mind, please, please, please send me a hype to this video, okay? I'm going to see you guys in this 4 Extra video. Out of here, folks. Peace.